What's up everyone, I'm Jacob, also known as Jonesy, and in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most game-shaping staple cards in the indie trading card game Mythic. Mythic is a game that is designed around archetypes, and most decks are built around the synergies of one or two archetypes. Because of this, most of the staple cards that are used in a wide variety of decks fall into one of two categories, either magic or fortifier removal cards, or easy to deploy Mythiks. Because Mythiks are played from a separate Mythic deck, and not shuffled into your main deck, there are several Mythiks like the Yokai, which theoretically can be played in every single deck. However, there is one Mythic in the game which I believe has had the biggest impact in how players build their decks, and that card is Nessie Protector of the Deep. While Nessie does have some of the largest stats in the game, with 11,000 attack and defense, the part of it which warps the game is its deployment cost. Nessie is played by discarding 2 level 7 or higher champions, making it the best discard outlet and enabler for decks that want to reanimate big champions from the grave. There are a lot of decks that can take advantage of Nessie. Aztec decks can use Nessie to discard high-level light champions, Sengoku decks can use Nessie to discard Miyamoto Musashi for a Sengoku retainer, Olympian decks can reanimate champions with Rod of Asclepius, Heavenly decks can use Osiris to reanimate champions, and use Isis to put Horus in hand to help play Nessie in the first place. Shadow Prince decks have the easiest time playing Nessie thanks to all the archetype's champions except for one having a level of 8 or more. Plus, they can also reanimate champions with Gates of Hell. However, the arguably best cards to use with Nessie are the Sea Devil cards Zheng Yi Sao, Admiral of 50,000, and Red Flag Fleet. When Zheng Yi Sao is played, you can play Red Flag Fleet from your hand or deck. Then, you can reanimate any champion from your grave by first using Red Flag Fleet to equip the champion to the fleet, then by using Zheng Yi Sao to deploy the equipped champion. Raxi, the winner of the most recent Mythic webcam tournament, went undefeated with a Sea Devil and Olympian deck, which used Nessie, Zheng Yi Sao, Red Flag Fleet, and Rod of Asclepius. And in the most recent team tournaments on Tabletop Simulator, one of the best decks was a Sea Devil and Shadow Prince deck, which also used Nessie. Now don't get me wrong, it is easy to look at these results and say that the Sea Devil archetype is one of the best archetypes in Mythic, even without Nessie. And that is true, but while Zheng Yi Sao does not need Nessie, neither Zheng Yi Sao nor Red Flag Fleet put cards in your grave for their combo. In terms of other cards that let you discard champions, none of the other discard outlets compare to Nessie in terms of efficiency and ease of use. Yes, you do effectively go down a card in terms of card advantage, because you get 1 card on the board at the cost of 2 cards in hand, but there are so many ways to regain that card advantage loss, whether it be reanimating a champion discarded, or attacking and eliminating one of your champions thanks to Nessie's 11,000 attack. To put that in better context, Mythic has over 200 total champions in Mythics, and only 19 of them have an attack greater than or equal to Nessie's, and most of them are difficult to deploy. Plus, the dice removal argument does not work either, because you can still get value from taking advantage of its discard. Nessie is so easy to play and easy to find in booster packs thanks to its low rarity that every deck needs to have a plan to deal with Nessie from their opponent. Nessie is so far above its replacement that I believe it will be a staple in Mythic for a very long time. But what do you think? Do I have Nessie overrated? Please leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.